Hey everybody, I'm Sean. Welcome to another episode of Angling Spiders. Welcome back everybody. On today's episode, I am out once again early season. This time, another one of my favorite early season lakes. This is Eagle Lake. It's a little bit breezy today, but other than that, it's nice. It was supposed to be a little bit raining, but it's cleared up and the sun is shining. It's a little cooler than the last time, but the water's clear, the water's up, and let's hope the fish are biting. So let's get to it. All right, everybody, we're gonna get started, and just got out here, and what I was looking for was this break. You can see it right here on the Humminbird. That break right there along that edge is what I want to fish today, in between 2.5 and 3 meters. It's the only structure really in this part of the lake. Other than this, it's a flat bottom, and you can see it just gradually flattens out. It'll eventually hit about 10 to 12 feet and flatten out completely. So if you're gonna have any structure, it's this little break right here that follows the edge of this shoreline. It's where I've always had success here, and what I'm doing today is I'm starting with my Catch 'em Big Walleye Rattler Series crankbait in the perch pattern. It is the killer out here, and I switched over to my ultralight rod, so I'm using my Abu Garcia MGX 30 and my Ugly Stick GX2 ultralight, and we're gonna do a little ultralight fishing, and we're gonna see how it goes. Now, I am gonna be trolling for the most part, but I just want to do a couple of casts just to see, and it's windy, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge. And so one of the things that I'm going to do is probably troll my way over to this point that you see in front of me here, go around the corner because it'll be a little bit sheltered from the wind, and try that bay over there. And if I don't get anything, I'll come back this way. So let's get to it. It's time to start trolling and see if we can have some success. All right, you guys, we got our first one of the day. I get spoiled at lakes like this because once again I was starting to wonder if I was going to get any today, and this is about, again, similar to the last episode, maybe 10 minutes. I launched from just over there, so but you know, you get impatient because these lakes usually produce. And there's a nice walleye, beautiful walleye. Oh, perfect hook set too. And there we go. First fish of the day, beautiful Eagle Lake walleye. My hands are going to be cold today. This water's not crazy cold, but the air temperature is cool enough that anytime my hands get wet, they're going to be cold. So I did bring some additional rubber gloves if it gets too cold. I am wearing my rain gear, not because it's going to rain, but because as the fish splash, it gets me wet, and I really don't want wet pants when the wind is cold. And there we go. Look at that. I would have done some underwater releases today, but the water's a little bit too murky out here, particularly where the wind is blowing. So there we go, on the board, one walleye. Catch 'em big, working great as always. All right, a bit of an update here. It is slow today, the slowest I have ever seen this lake in the spring. Could be a combination of a bunch of things. In the last week, we've had quite a bit of rain. The water is definitely not as clear as I originally thought it was. It's relatively clear right at the shoreline, but out here it's been stirred up and it's pretty muddy. We got the cooler temperatures and the wind, although that usually doesn't affect the walleye that much, so I'm not sure what's going on today, but I got a sneaky suspicion I'm about a week to 2 weeks too early on this lake. All right, you guys, we finally got another one, and I'm going to tell you right now that this took a long time. Probably 2 hours between fish. So it is so slow today, and I've talked to so many people out here, and it's exactly the same, super slow. So I'm going to take it. And there it is. Another nice walleye. And there's the catch. And there it goes. So my second walleye, and it took a long time to get that fish. I'm unreal how long it took to get that fish. All right, we got another one. It feels like a walleye. Definitely feels like a walleye. And there he is. And that's number 3. And just hooked in the lip, barely hooked again. Beautiful fish. I don't get to look at these much, but there you go. It's all flared. That's the average size here. Nice looking walleye. And there he goes. All right. So 3. I am going to take one last pass because this area in front of me here is basically where I've caught all of these fish today along this bank. All right, we got another one. It took quite some time again, but I did get another one. Definitely a walleye. And it's cloudy, or it became cloudy and it started to rain for a little bit, so I got drops of rain on me, but there we go. Touch the leader, there it goes. So fourth walleye of the day. We'll take it. Alright, you guys, we got another walleye. Number 5. Tiniest one of the day. There we go. Another nice one. Beautiful colors, beautiful fish, but tiny. All right, you guys, the van is just up here, and I just switched to bait to end it out. Decided to throw on my worms, and look at this. My biggest walleye of the day, for sure. Look at that beauty. Oh, let her go. All right, you guys, that's it. Picked up a little bit in the afternoon, so I ended up with 6 walleye, and that last one on the bait ended up being my best one of the day. But I still couldn't catch one after that again, so still slow. I did talk to a few other people who seemed to be doing okay, mostly who were using minnows for bait. The people who were casting with artificials today, not as good. So I think it's a little bit early for this lake, and I think if I come back in a couple weeks, it's going to be on fire. So I'll plan on doing that. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed another episode. If you liked the video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and until next time, good fishing.